For decades, the streets of Los Angeles held a sinister secret, a predator lurking in the shadows, striking without warning. His name? The Grim Sleeper, a killer who vanished, only to wake up and kill again. Scene transition, text on screen, The Grim Sleeper, a 25-year nightmare. It was the late 1980s in South Los Angeles, a time when the city was already struggling with rising crime and the crack cocaine epidemic. But amid the chaos, something far more sinister was happening. A series of brutal murders targeting women, most of them vulnerable and living on the margins of society. The first known victim was Deborah Jackson, found in August 1985. She had been shot in the chest at close range. Over the next several years, more women were found dead, often in alleys, dumpsters, or abandoned buildings. All were shot with the same .25 caliber handgun. The media dubbed the killer the South Side Slayer, but it wasn't until 1988 that investigators realized they were dealing with a single predator. And then, suddenly, the killings stopped. The Grim Sleeper had vanished. For over a decade, the case went cold. But in 2002, the nightmare began again. A woman named Janecia Peters was found murdered, her body dumped in a garbage bag. Ballistics and DNA evidence linked her death to the same killer from the 1980s. The Grim Sleeper was awake. Serial killer strikes again. Despite their renewed investigation, the killer remained elusive. It wasn't until 2010 that a breakthrough came, a revolutionary technique called familial DNA testing. Investigators discovered a partial match to a man in the system, Christopher Franklin. But Christopher wasn't the killer. His father, Lonnie David Franklin Jr., was. Lonnie Franklin Jr., a former garbage collector and mechanic, had lived quietly in South Los Angeles. To his neighbors, he was friendly and helpful, a man who blended into the community. But behind closed doors, he was a monster. Inside Franklin's home, police uncovered a chilling treasure trove, over 180 photos of women, many of whom remain unidentified to this day. Some were victims, others may have escaped, while some may never be found. In court, prosecutors detailed how Franklin targeted women he deemed vulnerable, offering rides or assistance before killing them. He was finally convicted in 2016 of murdering 10 women, though authorities believe his victim count could be much higher. The Grim Sleeper's case exposed systemic failures in how law enforcement handled crimes in marginalized communities. Many believe that if the victims had been from wealthier neighborhoods, the killer would have been caught sooner. In 2020, Lonnie Franklin Jr. died in prison, taking his secrets with him. But the scars he left behind remain, haunting the families of his victims and the city of Los Angeles. If you found this story as chilling as we did, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more haunting true crime stories. Your support helps us uncover the darkest corners of human history. Thank you for watching, and stay vigilant.